All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Bad Money. Today, I'm just reacting to Wendy O's interview with Charles. She said, I'm interviewing Charles today. What should I ask him? And I was like, yo, ask him if he would run for president. And she says she did. So, here I was watching the interview, and let's see what he
Are you going to
says.
run
Pick the
for
least
president?
damaging one. Oh God, no. The whole country is just in a mess right now. There's no way to fix it, Wendy, until we have a constitutional convention. This government is unfixable because it's been
Man.
built in a way where special interests run everything, and there's a secret fourth branch, the bureaucratic arm of the U.S. government, and they actually run the day to day. The president doesn't do anything. None of the people do anything, and everybody has to agree on certain things. Like war is good, and no matter if you're a Republican or Democrat, you have to go start a war every term, and taxes always go up. Budget always goes up. You can't cut it. I mean, you could balance the budget in 10 years if you just cut 5% every year.
Can you
That's it.
imagine? Can you imagine?
5%.
Can you imagine American families that are struggling to cover food, energy, and shelter? They're able to do that, but our government is not able to do that.
Yeah.
And then he goes on to give us like 100 solutions of things we could do for our country that completely and logically make sense. And he's actually building, if you don't know, the first digital nation. That's what Cardano is a way of voting, a way of doing money, mathematical proven, peer review proven way of securing your data, right? And I met him before. He's one of the last people to have let me down on earth. I had a lot of heroes like Joe Rogan, but he's had Trump and Elon and Peter Thiel and all these elites, but he's never had Charles. And I got to meet him here at Rare Evo. He was wearing this alien shirt, and he's also a Ron Paul guy, which that's something we have in common, me and Charles. I'm actually older than his ass, but I was so nervous about meeting him. But also, Charles, look at his shirt, aliens, right? I think that's how we connected. I was like, yo, I got a UFO too, because I saw a UFO before, and I was like, I know he's funded a couple expeditions into that. But Charles, if there's aliens out there, do you believe they do the money the same way that we do? Why would they do bad money like we do? Bad money is money controlled by a few for a few, and it's created from debt. And I think we should do the opposite of that. Good money. Money created by all of us, for all of us, and backed by our work. And that little shifting idea, that little simple idea is what I wanted to talk to you about here. But then I went on to talk about carnivore and my hemorrhoids. And then you got scared. I couldn't talk to him, man. Everyone and their mom wanted to meet Charles here. He's a rock star. But I would love to sit down with him in the future and meet him. And all these people were excited about changing our country. I was telling people I was going to run for president, right? And then people were calling me el presidente. And I would just want to gather the greatest minds in cryptocurrency like Charles, but also other people in AI and economics, in science, right? Everything. Anyone that's willing to help us update America. We need America 2.0. Some of us are the last humans to have seen the world before the internet. And it's up to us to guide the future generations. We find ourselves in an unprecedented time. We reach some sort of technological crossroads, and we have AI and robots. We don't know what jobs are going to be here in the future. I don't know what to tell my kids to study, and it seems like the world is just so inhuman. As someone that's about to have a baby, it's like I have to protect her from everything. Her formula, have you guys looked into that? It's such an inhuman world, and a lot of it's because of the money. So we need to unite. Almost all the problems that we see are about money. That's why when I see No Kings and Occupy Wall Street and Black Lives Matter and the women's movement, it's like, or even the Generation C overthrowing their government in Nepal, it's like they don't have a plan though. And I think Cardano is that pocket government we need that's actually decentralized. This is why the banks are freaking out. This is why the banks are fighting cryptocurrency so hard, because they don't know what they just unleashed upon the world. Bitcoin was just a Trojan horse. But in this digital war, crypto and Cardano are my weapons of choice. And if if that doesn't make sense to you, then you need to begin to learn about Cardano. And if you like it, then just DCA into it. Look, you're buying right here. No one cares about Cardano, right? There's no DC money. Learn about Cardano, learn about Midnight. These are the two of Charles's projects. This is a fourth generation crypto that allows us to do all kinds of things we couldn't have done before. These are quantum. They're going to be quantum proof chains, right? They're already working on it ahead of everyone else. It's only getting faster, only more decentralized. We're gonna have Bitcoin DeFi, which makes sense because Cardano is the same type of code as Bitcoin, while Ethereum and Solana are EVM, right? They're different DNA, so it doesn't make sense. It's easier to lose your crypto, and these chains are not peer reviewed or secured, and there's no privacy. This is what Midnight is, right? We can obscure certain things and release other things. So I told ChatGPT to tell Charles for run for president. This is what it said. What if the problem isn't left versus right? What if the problem is that nobody in power actually understands the system they're running? We live in a world where money is printed, that is normalized, and the people making the rules don't build anything. They manage narratives, they don't build systems. Now imagine something different. Not a politician, a builder, someone who understands code, incentives, systems, and game theory. Someone like Charles Hoskinson. Not because he's perfect, not because he's the guy, but because he represents something we don't have, a mindset shift. From control to coordination, from painting money to building value. Right now, we live in a bad money system where value is extracted, where rules are flexible depending on who you are. But a builder thinks differently. Transparent systems, verifiable truth, rules that apply to everyone. That's not politics, that's engineering. Imagine voting systems you can verify, budgets you can track in real time, and policies that run on logic, not promises, not backroom deals, no hidden incentives, just code and consequences. And here's the truth: if someone like that actually ran, they wouldn't win because the current system doesn't reward builders; it rewards performers. So it's about one man. This isn't about one man. It's about what kind of people we put in power. Because until builders run systems, we'll keep living inside of broken ones. Fix the money, fix the system, and we fix our future. So that's what AI had to say, Charles. And look, the debt is just going up. And you're the only one that can unite us because you understand how money works. And we need to unite around money because money is the only thing that unites us all. Look, we're all debt slaves. My daughter is about to be born, is going to be 114 in debt by the time she's born and counting. This is crazy. But look over here. There's crypto per dollar. So right now it's only 862 per dollar, but it used to be 9,600 per dollar at the top of the bull, I'm assuming. That's bananas. But we need you, Charles, because you're the only one exposing this crypto cartels. Look how BlackRock's connected to Circle. No wonder they're trying to keep ADA, Cardano, off of USDC. Like we have USDC X, but what is that? I don't know. It still seems weird. So BlackRock led a 400 million funding round for Circle, which is the company behind USDC, which is the new stable dollar. This is what you guys need to pay attention, right? Iran is now asking for crypto. So we have our first real world use case for cryptocurrencies. And on top of that, we have AI agents that are mining Bitcoin. And they're going to need NFTs and identities and wallets. And I don't think people have put two and two together. Crypto's coming here whether you like it. The question is, are you going to choose the good chains or the bad chains? Because Larry Fink from BlackRock is talking about one chain to rule them all. And what I'm saying is that this guy, Charles Hoskinson, has a solution that we need: an actual decentralized, mathematically proven cryptocurrency that can help us decentralize not just our government, but decentralize AI. It's going to help us decentralize Amazon, decentralize YouTube, because almost anything you can build in Web 2, which is what we're using now, we're going to be able to use in Web 3. And we need an update. So I hope you guys go on and learn more about Charles. Thank you, Wendy, for having him over. It was nice to see you in San Diego. You should come over. I think next month we're going to have a Token Matrix meetup. We'd love to have you. I mean, we'd love to have Charles Hoskinson, right? We have the ADA boys here. A lot of Cardano fans in San Diego with the Dreams team and with Rod, right? From the church. I think Charles has been on his show a couple times. We'd love to see you guys down here. And I'm sure I'll get to meet Charles one day. And you too, Wendy. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.